There are about 130,000 people in Wales who receive guidance from the country's chief medical officer have been shielding since the start of lockdown, but from today can finally go outside and meet friends. They've faced tight restrictions for 22 weeks, but the guidance has now changed so they can go to the shops and return to work. Well, one of those shielding is Beth Morgan in Abergavenny. Been shielding since March, I think, Beth. I mean, what's your feeling now that this has come to an end? Are you looking forward to having a bit more of a social life, to getting back outside again?
I think anxieties are still there, if I'm honest. Not a lot will change for me. I know there's certainly things I still won't be doing, and that would be socialising in pubs and restaurants. Shopping, probably not. And actually going anywhere indoors other than my own home, I really don't feel comfortable doing that yet.
What's been happening in terms of work for you? Been able to work from home?
I don't work due to my condition, cystic fibrosis. So in that respect, things have been straightforward for me. You know, it's stay at home, and I've been shielding with my parents. I've got a great support network. So yeah, you know, stay indoors, stay safe.
Why so much concern, even at this time, when the government in Wales feels it is able to ease the restrictions?
We don't know enough about the virus. Right at the beginning, even before the guideline date for shielding, my consultant made it very clear how serious the implications could be for somebody with cystic fibrosis and, of course, other vulnerable people. We just don't know enough, and I'd like to sit tight and see what happens, see if those numbers keep decreasing.
You must be going a little bit stir crazy, though, surely.
Yeah, true. It's been an absolute emotional roller coaster. I have to say I have started enjoying the outdoors a little bit more, and I'll continue to do that, get outside for fresh air, certainly before winter hits us, because that's another worry. I have seen a couple of friends and a couple of family members in the garden, and I'll continue to do that. You know, one thing I realised that I've missed more than anything is contact with my friends and family.
I was going to say, it's a very hard thing to get your head around, and the sort of 5 months or so that you've effectively been withdrawn from society. What is it going to take for you to venture outside and to be sort of sociable once again? Is it only a vaccine that's going to give you that confidence?
I think I'm placing most of my hopes on a vaccine. And I know there's some positive news on that, and I really hope that's the case. But it's just seeing how the numbers of cases drop. And actually, it's everybody's behaviour, and that 2-metre guideline is just so important. And I can't stress how important it is for everybody, not just the vulnerable, to look out for one another and just be a bit more mindful of other people's situations.
What do you make of the situations then when you see them on the news of people who are not social distancing?
Yeah, it is so tough to see. And I think that's the thing that I've struggled with the most, actually, during this time. I mean, at the beginning of lockdown, everyone was in the same boat. Don't leave your house until, you know, it's safe to do so. Lockdown restrictions have been lifted for many people, and now almost, I think people have got bored of it, or think it won't happen to them, and not really thinking about other people. But it's such a difficult thing to witness that it isn't being taken seriously.
Obviously, you know, your physical health is something that you've had to deal with for a long time. What about your mental health as a result of all of this? Because it's perfectly understandable that mental health is going to take a bit of a hit at sort of time.
It definitely has. I've always been enough to stay positive throughout the 39 years that I've been born and have cystic fibrosis, but this has really, really been the toughest challenge mentally and emotionally.
Well, look, Beth, we wish you well. Stay strong as you can continue to really look after yourself. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us today.
Thank you.